You know what's crazy? Right now, there are still people out there selling real classic American cars for prices that honestly feel way too low for what you're getting. And today, we found everything from a big block second-gen Camaro to a gorgeous 66 Corvette Roadster, plus one super clean Oldsmobile Cutlass that almost nobody talks about anymore. Let's check these out.
Car number 1, 1965 Oldsmobile F85 Cutlass, $20,000, New Paltz, New York. Alright, so let's start with something you really don't see getting enough attention these days. This 1965 Oldsmobile F85 Cutlass. And honestly, this car feels like one of those hidden gems sitting quietly in the corner while everybody else is chasing Chevelles and GTOs. Finished in blue, over a matching blue interior, this thing has that clean mid-60s American look that just works. It's classy without trying too hard. The proportions are perfect. The chrome trim gives it that old-school luxury feel, and the body lines on these early Cutlasses have aged incredibly well. Now, under the hood, this one has the 330 cubic inch V8 making around 315 horsepower from the factory, which was seriously respectable power for the mid-1960s. And according to the seller, it's got a new intake manifold and a new 4-barrel carburetor. That alone probably wakes the car up quite a bit. You've also got power steering and power brakes, which makes a huge difference if you actually plan to drive the car regularly. A lot of classics from this era can feel heavy and tiring in traffic, but having those options makes the experience way more enjoyable. The seller says the car runs 100%, and from the description, it sounds like somebody kept this thing simple and honest instead of overbuilding it. That's something I appreciate. Not every classic car needs giant wheels, a crazy camshaft, or an over-the-top Restomod build. Sometimes a clean driver with good bones is exactly what people want. And the mileage showing just 33,000 miles is definitely interesting. Obviously, with old classics, mileage can always be difficult to fully verify, but if the condition lines up with the story, that's a pretty attractive number. Another thing that stands out is the fact that most of the body panels are original except for the trunk. That matters. Original sheet metal is becoming harder and harder to find on cars from this era because so many of them rusted away decades ago. And honestly, 20 grand for a clean-running V8 60s coupe with fresh interior work doesn't sound outrageous at all anymore, especially in today's market. This feels like the kind of car you buy because you actually love classic American cars, not because you're trying to impress people at a car show. It's understated, it's clean, and it probably cruises beautifully.
Car number 2. $1971 Chevrolet Camaro Coupe, $32,000. Rindge, New Hampshire. All right, now we're getting into serious muscle car territory. This 1971 Chevrolet Camaro might honestly be one of the coolest cars in today's lineup. Finished in cottonwood green with a black interior, this thing sounds like an old-school driver's car. Not perfect, not over-restored, just real. And personally, those are usually the cars I like the most. The seller makes it clear this is not an original Z28, which honestly is refreshing because people trying to fake rare trim packages happens all the time in the muscle car world. Instead, this car seems pretty upfront about what it is, and what it is still extremely cool. Under the hood sits a 396, or technically 402, big block V8 sourced from a 1965 Corvette. That already makes this car interesting. Big block Camaros have a totally different personality compared to small block cars. More torque, more drama, more attitude. And paired with a 4-speed Muncie manual transmission and a Hurst T-handle shifter, this thing probably feels raw in the best way possible. You can almost picture the experience already. Heavy clutch, big rumbling idle, mechanical noises everywhere, and that giant wave of torque the second you hit the throttle. That's the kind of stuff muscle car fans love. The seller says the paint is decent overall, with some chips here and there. And honestly, I'd rather hear that than somebody pretending a 55-year-old car is flawless. A few imperfections give a car personality, and the fact that the owner even has touch-up paint ready to go tells you they actually cared about maintaining it.
Another detail I really like is the mention that the car needs a little gas pedal pumping to wake up when cold. Again, that's real classic car ownership. Carbureted V8s have quirks, and if you've spent time around old muscle cars, that startup ritual almost becomes part of the charm. You don't just push a button and silently drive away. You interact with the machine. And honestly, the seller's description feels super genuine. The part about trading for vintage Honda CT70s and rare Japanese motorcycles makes this sound like a real enthusiast-owned car, not some dealer flipping inventory. And that matters. Enthusiast-owned classics are usually maintained with a completely different level of care. This feels like the kind of Camaro you buy because you want an authentic muscle car experience, not a museum piece, not an investment portfolio car, a real street machine.
Car number 3. $1968 Ford Mustang Coupe, $22,500, Hershey, Pennsylvania. All right, kicking off part 2 with a car that feels like pure old-school American street machine energy, this 1968 Ford Mustang Coupe. And honestly, what I like about this car is that it doesn't sound over-restored or overly polished. It sounds like somebody built it to drive. Finished in yellow with a black interior, this thing already has the right attitude before you even look at the specs. And once you do look at the specs, it gets even more interesting. Under the hood is a 302 V8 with a cam and an Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor. That's already a recipe for fun. But then the seller mentions a T5 manual transmission. That changes the whole personality of the car. A manual transmission in a classic Mustang instantly makes the experience more engaging. You're shifting gears yourself. You hear the engine rev, you feel the drivetrain, and it turns a casual cruise into something that feels way more connected. Then there's the Ford 9-inch rear end with a posi limited slip differential. That's serious muscle car hardware. Ford's 9-inch rear end is legendary for durability, and having posi means both rear tires can actually put power down instead of just roasting one tire. The seller also says it has brand new wheels and tires with less than 500 miles. That's a nice bonus because wheel and tire packages on classics are expensive now. Really expensive. Inside, the black interior is described as clean, and the modern head unit is one of those upgrades that actually makes sense. A lot of people want vintage style, but still want Bluetooth, decent sound quality, and basic convenience. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. The sequential LED taillights are another cool touch, because they keep that iconic Mustang look while adding a little modern flair. But honestly, the biggest thing that stands out here is the seller's tone. This sounds like a car somebody genuinely enjoyed. The seller says it's a really fun car that just doesn't get used anymore. That's classic enthusiast behavior. People buy these cars with big plans. Life changes, and eventually the car spends more time in storage than on the road. But that also means the next owner gets a chance to bring it back out and actually enjoy it. And for $22,500, this feels like a pretty approachable entry point into classic Mustang ownership, especially with a manual transmission and V8 power. Because let's be honest, there's a reason first-generation Mustangs remain one of the most popular classic cars in America. They're fun, they're simple, they look great, and parts availability is incredible. You can actually own and drive these cars without feeling terrified every time something breaks. That matters. Car number 4, 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1, $55,000, Bedford, Virginia. Now this right here, this is serious Mustang territory. A 1969 Ford Mustang Mach 1. And if you know muscle cars, you already know the Mach 1 badge carries weight. Ford introduced the Mach 1 in 1969 as a more performance-focused Mustang package, and it immediately became one of the most iconic versions of the first-generation body style. This one is finished in Wimbledon white, inside and out, which gives the car a really clean and almost aggressive appearance. White on white isn't something you see every day on a Mach 1, and honestly, it makes the car stand out in a sea of darker muscle car colors. According to the seller, this car has undergone a complete bottom-up restoration completed in 2025. That's a major detail. Restorations on classic muscle cars are not cheap, not even close. The engine was bored .30 over and rebuilt in 2025, and the 3-speed automatic transmission was rebuilt as well.
Power comes from a numbers-matching 351 Windsor with a 4-barrel carburetor. And honestly, the 351 Windsor is one of Ford's best all-around V8s. Plenty of torque, great sound, reliable, and easy to upgrade if somebody ever wanted more performance later. The fact that the body, engine, and transmission are all original numbers-matching pieces is a really big selling point here. That matters a lot in the collector world. And the seller even states that the original mileage is confirmed by the title. That's impressive. This car also has power steering and power brakes, which again makes the driving experience much more enjoyable compared to stripped-down muscle cars from the era. And honestly, this sounds like one of those cars that could do both. You could take it to local shows and probably attract attention all day long, or you could just cruise it on weekends and enjoy the feeling of driving a freshly restored Mach 1. The 1969 Mustang body style already looks aggressive from the factory. Long hood, wide stance, sharp front-end styling, and the Mach 1 package pushed it even further. These cars look fast sitting still. And $55,000 might sound like a lot at first, but fully restored numbers-matching muscle cars can get expensive very quickly, especially when restoration quality is high. And honestly, a properly restored Mach 1 will probably never stop attracting attention. These cars are icons. Car number 5, 1979 Camaro Automatic 5.0 V8, $18,500. Trenton, New Jersey. And finally, we've got something from a completely different era. A 1979 Chevrolet Camaro finished in brown. And honestly, the more time passes, the cooler these late 70s Camaros become. For years, people overlooked them. But now, clean Survivor-style second-generation Camaros are starting to get real attention. This one has a 5.0-liter V8 with a 4-barrel carburetor and an automatic transmission. Not a fire-breathing drag car, not a crazy resto mod. Just a classic late 70s cruiser. And sometimes, that's exactly the appeal. According to the seller, the car has just 51,000 original miles and still retains its original 70s interior. That's honestly one of the coolest parts. Original interiors are hard to fake, and when they survive this long in good condition, they become part of the car's personality. The seller also says the car spent its entire life in Florida and still has all original body panels with 0 repairs or body filler. That's huge, especially on F-body from this era. Rust destroyed a lot of these cars, so hearing that it remained a Florida vehicle most of its life is definitely encouraging. The repaint apparently happened because the Florida sun damaged the original paint over time. And honestly, that makes sense. Sun damage is way easier to deal with than rust repair. The transmission is described as shifting perfectly with no rattles, shakes, or creaks, and the suspension is said to be in great condition too. That all points toward a car that has been preserved instead of abused. And working air conditioning in a classic Camaro is always a bonus, especially if you actually plan to drive it. What I really like about this car is that it feels approachable. At $18,500, this could realistically be somebody's first classic American V8. And honestly, these late 70s Camaros have a completely different personality compared to the brutal muscle cars of the 60s. They're more relaxed, more highway-oriented, more cruiser than street racer. And there's something cool about that. Plus, the brown paint and surviving original-style interior almost make this thing feel like a time capsule from the disco era. You can practically picture an old cassette tape sliding into the stereo while this thing cruises down the highway. And honestly, that kind of nostalgia is becoming a huge part of the classic car world.
So, after looking through all 10 of these classics, which one would you actually bring home? The Survivor-style Oldsmobile? The bright red Bel Air? The big block Camaro? The turquoise El Camino? The Corvette Roadster? The yellow Mustang Coupe? The restored Mach 1? The first-year GTO convertible? The Chevelle SS? Or the brown 79 Camaro time capsule? There's something cool about every single one of these cars. Some are raw muscle cars, some are comfortable cruisers, some are show cars, and some feel like rolling pieces of American history. That's why classic cars never really die. Every one of them tells a story. Drop your favorite in the comments, and if you want more real classic car finds like this, make sure to like the video and subscribe, because there are plenty more coming soon. Thanks for watching.